Hey guys, it's me, Shadow. This is going to be the first video in my DayZ series, so I hope y'all like it, and let's get started. Alright, so most servers are updated to the 1.7.1.5 patch in the recent update. So when you start, you no longer start with a gun or any real items really. All you get is a bandage, box of painkillers, and a flashlight. So you basically have only one option when it comes to starting, and that's to find the nearest sign of civilization and try to scavenge for some extra materials. So when you start, you're going to spawn somewhere along the shoreline, I'm assuming in the southern to southeastern part of the map, from what I hear most. And first thing you want to do is make sure there's no zombies around, because if you start running off the shore and there's like a zombie that just happens to be walking around, you're going to get spotted and probably die right off the bat. And then after you've made sure there aren't any zombies around, you can move inland. You're either going to find a road, a small little town, a city like the one in front of me, or just plain wilderness. So your spawn can be very lucky for you or very bad. So, alright, so basically, I spawn near the city. I'm going to creep up. There's someone dead right there. You know, most of my friends tell me, like, not to go near these types of things, but, you know, I find it to be quite useful to check dead bodies, get some extra materials, whether it's useful or not. It's always nice to have extra, if I ever get past that fence. Alright, let's check this one. Oh, God. And this is why you check. Because this guy had pretty much everything I need. So I'm just going to take all of this and hope that that zombie I just heard does not hear me. Awesome. I'm going to try and get away from him. Alright, so basically, your objective in this game is to survive for as long as you can. There are ways you can, I guess, cheat to do it. You know, basically just signing off and doing stuff like that, but that doesn't prove to be fun. The point of the game is to make your character, you know, stay on the server you're on and survive for as long as you can without getting killed. So, basically you want to, you know, get around, find some weapons, find some ammo, basic materials you're going to need to survive, and use them. You can't, like I was just doing, that was an example of what not to do, because you can't just be running around anywhere in cities or anything, because the zombies are going to find you and pretty much kill you. Alright, you killed him. Melee weapons are probably your best bet to start off with, but after a while they will get used up. So, you know, I got real lucky finding that person's dead body right there, because I got me a good starting weapon to use. So basically, when you kill a zombie, you want to check, see if they have anything on them. You know, check your surroundings, find a building or something that might be accessible. But you really want to take this game slow. Like, I'm being real cocky right now and just running around, which, if you look on the right, you'll notice there's an ear and an eye in the upper right. That's pretty much your visibility and how much noise you're making. The more visible you are, the more likely a zombie is going to see you if they're facing you. And the more noise you make, the more likely you're to attract their attention to you. So you don't want to be making a lot of noise. Towards the bottom, you'll see something that looks like a thermometer. I'm assuming that has something to do with the weather. If you get too cold, you need to warm yourself up or something like that. It's in Celsius, so I don't really know what that means. You got a canteen, which is how thirsty you are. A drop of blood, which is how much blood you have, and if there's a plus on it, that means you're losing blood and need to patch yourself up with a bandage. And the fork and knife is your food. It tells you when you're getting hungry. So basically, you want to take things slow, find an area that you can search, building, stuff like that, find some materials that can start you off, maybe a dead body or two. It's always good to check dead bodies, because, just like what happened to me, the guy died right next to where I spawned, so there was a high chance he was going to have nothing, but I checked anyways, and he had more than I could imagine. I'm going to go into explaining a little bit what some of the stuff is after I sneak back around over to here, because I don't want that other zombie to see me. I'm tired of dealing with them right now. Maybe I can get up a little and walk. Alright, so basically some of the stuff you can find is drinks, soda, Coke, Pepsi, yeah, the good stuff. You need drinks to keep your thirst up. If you get thirsty, you need to drink, or eventually you'll dehydrate and pass out. You need painkillers for killing pain. It's just like real painkillers. I don't know what an EpiPen is used for, so I can't really help you on that because I've never had to use one. Cooked meat is another form of food. Just something you can get to make it to where your hunger doesn't completely drop out, because if you starve, you will die. So you need cooked meat, beans, other stuff you can find. These right here are chem lights. They're pretty much only useful in the dark. You can carry them on you, and they're like little glow sticks that you can carry around. So you can actually see what you're doing, because at nighttime in this game, it is pitch black. Even with your gamma and brightness turned all the way up, you can still barely see the game. So it helps to have chem lights or flares or just something to illuminate the darkness. This here is one of the barricading items in the game, a wire fence. If you use it, it'll put up like a string of barbed wire fencing, and it's pretty much a wall. Can't go past it, so you can collect these, make a little area for you to be safe in, etc. And down here we have a hunting knife. If you're out in the wilderness and you see a deer, a rabbit, a cow, and you kill them, you can use the hunting knife to gather up their food, their meat, and then once you make a fire, you can cook the meat on the open fire so that you can not starve to death. So one of the things about this game is, playing it alone gets kind of boring. So you want to have a friend or two, get the game with you, so you're not just running around just trying to survive by yourself. Always have someone watching your back. The only problem with that is the map is like 250 kilometers squared, large, and finding each other can be a pain if you don't know the map, which I don't know the map at all. So basically what you want to do is do your best to meet up with your friends, not get spotted by zombies, and just survive. So take things slow, can't go fast. This game's not about rushing to everything you see. It's about taking things slow and surviving. Now, a lot of people, sometimes they get on for 10 minutes on a server, they pick and then get off, and then next time they get on a different server. That's really not what the game's about. To me, the game's more about, one day you get like an hour or two to kick, and you just want to waste some time. You're like, what, let me hop on with some of my friends and do this. You get on, you work for about an hour, hour and a half, and just try to survive. Or just pick a server that you and your friends are always going to get on, and just get on that server all the time. The average lifespan for a player is about 31 minutes, according to the website. Don't know how accurate that is, because most of the time when I play, I'm on for about an hour, but 40 of those minutes is just me trying to find some form of civilization. So, just take things slow. You don't need to rush. Find some good starting materials. Alright. Walk in here, see if there's anything around here. This is another one of the barricading items you can get. It's a tank trap. It sets up like a little X of those metal bars and just blocks stuff off. So again, it's just another way of barricading something and keeping yourself safe.